Hey, this is Jeff again with the Valhalla Ventures, reguideservice.com. That's www.reiguide service.com. Going to talk about how to find properties today. How do you locate something so that you can start on your path and on your journey to doing deals. A lot of different ways, of course, a lot of different suggestions, a lot of ideas on this. I can tell you the most important thing is that you always consider the law and make sure that you're not breaking the law in anything you're doing. There's a lot of people that will put out bandit signs, those little signs on the side of the road that say "We buy houses." Most states, those are against the law. There's some exceptions. Some cities you can get by with not actually breaking the law if you go get a permit for those signs. But I have found that they just pretty much piss everybody off and are really annoying to most people when they see them. You're not going to get anything high quality or a good return on your investment when you're putting out bandit signs. Like I said, they are against the law in most states. I think here in Texas it's like $250 per sign per violation. Now, you're going to be told that, sure, but they don't really enforce that law. But there's never a good reason to break the law just because it's not really enforced. It's still the law. You still want to try to follow the rules and build your business on an ethical base. So, with that being said, my personal experience has been, I've found properties in all kinds of ways. I've had neighbors that I heard were selling or getting out from doing a deal. And so I've gone and approached them about purchasing the property from them. I've gotten a lot of referrals over the years because people know what it is that I do at this point, which obviously not everybody can do. But I also have had TV ads, radio ads, and all kinds of stuff. And I can tell you the best results have not come from those methods. You'd think, spending a lot of money on having TV and radio ads would be great. But the problem there is that you have a giant net that you're putting out. And once you get all those deals on board your vessel there, if you can't take care of them, you're going to have a lot of deals that aren't deals, and those people are going to be upset because you're not taking care of them. They're going to have really high expectations, and you're not going to be able to do anything for them, so they're going to be upset. And in today's era of Yelp reviews and whatnot, you don't want those angry people leaving negative reviews. I've heard a lot of people losing great deals just because they had so many deals sitting on their desk from their massive ad campaigns that they just don't get to the good deals. They're too busy dealing with and sorting through everything to actually wind up getting to what needs to be dealt with. So I've also heard of Postcards. I've had some luck with Postcards. I can tell you I spent about $1,400 a month for 3 months. Sending out 5,000 postcards to the same address over and over again, or same addresses, same neighborhood. There's a post office has a deal that's called Every Door. I believe it's like everydoor.com. You could, or something like that. You can go there and it's pretty cheap actually, in comparison to if you just mailed out postcards on your own. But again, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of deals sitting on your vessel that wind up not being able to be dealt with. It's kind of the same situation. So that being said, what I have found the best method for finding deals is mark out an area of where it is that you want to look. Try to not go where every other investor is going. Here in Houston, there's several kind of hot spots of where investors like to buy deals. And I try to stay away from those hot spots. I try to focus my attention on areas that have good quality neighborhoods, decent schools. I mean, people need to live somewhere, everywhere. So you don't really have to be in a hot spot in order to be doing great in real estate. Besides, you're going to have a lot more competition in those areas. You have to hustle a lot faster in order to get them, scoop things up. Not a big fan of buying things wholesale. Most of the wholesalers that present me deals really don't know what it is that they're doing. And they definitely, you wind up reevaluating everything they say with a fine-tooth comb because things can sometimes be a little bit misleading for them. So what I do is I go into an area that I want to invest in. I pretty much stay within 15 miles of my own home just because I don't really like driving that far. I don't like dealing with traffic. And I make it a routine to drive a different route to wherever it is I'm going. So if, I'm taking the kids to school, if I'm going to the grocery store, if, I'm going to the park, if I'm going to go fly my drone, whatever it is that I'm going to go do, I'm always trying to find a different way to get there. I don't go up and down the same streets. And I take note of the different properties that are around there. I look at distressed properties, things that look like they're run down, things that look like, maybe there's some mold buildup on the siding, a little bit of rotten fascia boards, a couple extra cars in the driveway, that kind of thing. I'm not looking necessarily for the properties that are falling apart and in horrific shape. But I'm looking for properties that maybe don't look like they're really being maintained very well. Then what I'll do is I'll take note of that address. Sometimes it just depends on what it is that I'm doing. Sometimes I'll go ahead and stop. I almost always will write down the address. I have a little notebook that I carry around with me because I'm old school and I don't like carrying or putting everything in my phone. So I have a little notebook that I carry with me, and I'll write everything down in there. Then you can go to the CAD website. Most places in America have a CAD website. That's where you can go and look up the tax appraisal for the county that you're in. I'll type in the address, find out who it is that the owner is. I have a little sticky notepad that I carry with me, and I'll just write down their name, Jim Davidson. Hey, Jim, this is Jeff. Stop by to talk to you real quick. Give me a call when you have a second. Write down my phone number, and then they give me a call. People are very curious, so they're more likely going to call you off of a sticky note than they are off a business card that you slid in between the trim work there. They're just going to throw your card away with the landscaping guy and the maid service and the pizza place and everything else. It's just garbage piled up on their door. But if there's a sticky note that has their name on it, there's an increased likelihood that they're actually going to give you a call. So that's what I do. It's called commonly driving for dollars. I enjoy it. It gives you an opportunity to drive around, take a look in the areas, kind of get an idea of where you are. And people like selling to people that are local. There's no need to drive off big distances, but if you can talk with someone and say, yeah, I just live right down the street over here, and you give them the address or, close area, proximity of where you are, you're going to build more of a rapport. And like I've said before, it's just real important to be honest and be concise. And I promise you that there's properties for sale that are within driving distance, very short driving distance, that will fit the needs to allow you to find the property that you want to find, to be able to invest and maximize your return on investment. So that's my tip. This is Jeff, reguideservice.com. That's www.reiservice.com. Valhalla Ventures is the name of my company, and I hope you have a great day. And go find some properties. Drive around. It's fun. You'll like it. Bye.